Hey guys, Blaumagier here, and we're back for the bonus episode of Let's Play Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. I'm going to show off the only things that I haven't shown off is the toy box. So first we've got this calendar, which defaults to May of 1995. I think that may have been when the game came out. I don't know how useful anybody could actually find this to be. But, there's that. Over here is a fortune-telling game. This does actually have a bearing on the actual game. If you get the Super Lucky card, you'll get like 30 lives or something in the main game. There's an unlucky, a lucky, a very lucky, and a very unlucky. Maybe it was just very lucky. I'm not sure. I want to get the very unlucky so I can show it off. Ah, there we go. Oh, it gives you a 5-up in the main game. Okay. Extremely lucky, and you get Peach on there. I know there's a very unlucky, because it has Bowser's face on it, but I haven't gotten that yet. Just unlucky. I keep getting the Koopa. Oh well, that's enough of that. Over here, we can change our opening screen. This may look familiar. When you turn on the game, this pops up. We can change it to any of these things, and we can change the message, which I will go ahead and do. I guess by default it shows a bunch of garbage. So let's change that message. Something good. Alright, we got our message. We can pick our image to go with it. And actually, I think I might have to reset to get it to show. Super cool story, bro! But there's more you can do than just that with Princess Peach. Each of the Toads has something. I don't really know what this is besides just letting you print these off with the Game Boy printer. But they are what they are. Got some pictures here. All we can do is print them out. Got some sprites. Again, all we can do is print them out with the Game Boy printer. That's why they're all black and white, in case you're wondering. Got a banner here. More sprites. Again, you can only print them out. I never actually had a Game Boy printer, so you can actually put a message on this one. But again, I think it's only for actually printing out on the Game Boy printer. And you can put a message on this one too. It's all garbage right now. But yep, that's it for that. And last we have the Yoshi head. All this does is randomly pick a level and show you where the Yoshi egg is hidden in it. It doesn't even actually show you the block itself, just the screen that it's hidden at. So if you're trying to use this to find them on your own, my suggestion would be just play the level that it shows up for rather than trying to specifically get a level that you're looking for. I mean, I guess eventually it'll come to that, but you know, do yourself a favor, save some time. But that actually does it. The only other thing to show off is the verse game, but I can't do that because single game pack. Sorry to splice this in here, but I almost ended this video off without showing off the warp zones. So, in both Quest 1 and Quest 2 of the original 1985 game, we can find our warp zones here in 1-2. So there's actually only 3 warp zones in the 1985. One of them is in 1-2. So I will show you guys that. Just go over the top at the end of the level, and that brings you to a warp zone and lets you go to World 2, 3, or 4. In 4-2, there are 2 warps, actually. The last 2 in the game. If you follow your logic from 1-2, then you will find one of the warps pretty easy to come across just by going over the top of the level. If you're not big, you'll have to do that. Otherwise, you could find a brick to break through to get up top towards the end. But anyways, that takes you to World 5. And our last warp zone, also in World 4-2. Can be found right over here. And as you might suspect, this one combined with the one in 1-2 are the perfect combination of warps to get to the end the quickest. Gotta be careful though, because there is an invisible block right under the vine block that can stop you from being able to hit the vine if you're big. But anyways, climbing up the vine and coming to the end lets us get to World 6, 7, or 8. Our other warp zones are in Super Mario Bros. For Super players. And as you might have guessed, our first one is going to be in, once again, 1-2. So if you follow your Super Mario Bros. 1 logic, you just go over the top. Once again. And you will certainly reach the goal. And that last jump is a little bit tricky. It takes a little bit of a tricky running jump to get over here. In this particular version, not too tough in other versions. But anyways, this is the warp zone to World 2. Our next warp zone is also in 1-2. And it's actually right here at the beginning. It may be a little bit trickier to get to, though. Okay, we hit that block and that vine. And that leads us to the next warp zone. Be careful though, because there are gaps here and you can die. And this warp zone takes us to World 3. Believe it or not, we have another warp zone in World 1-2. It's the last one in this world, however. Because a 1-2 warp zone wouldn't be complete without access to Worlds 2, 3, or 4. So we want to get on top again. And run all the way over the goal again. But instead of jumping all the way to the end, this time we want to go down this pipe right here. And it brings us to this area with water. There's a mushroom there if you want it. It's a very strange area because in Mario All-Stars it's actually lava. Let's get that Koopa out of here. And we gotta find our hidden blocks. And run over the top, and here is our warp zone to World 4. Our next warp zone is in World 5-1, in which we have to hit a particular brick containing a vine. It's a little ways into the level. Okay, the vine is right here, and getting to it is a little bit trickier if you're not already big. If you were playing any other version, you could just bounce off the Koopa. But in this version, you'll have to use an awkward jump to get up there. There we go. It's really far into the level. And then we've got this coin heaven to go through. And who doesn't love coin heaven? And I guess there's a theory that you could also get here if you could somehow go over the flagpole. I don't know if that's true or not. But anyways, this is our warp zone to World 6. Our next warp zone is in World 5-2. And we're going to have to go over the top of the end of the stage to get to it. I'm not sure where the best place to do that is at, but I reckon I will find it. Well, I guess this is a good place for it. Okay, so once we're up top, we just run over the end of the stage, and boom! World 7. And our last warp zone is actually also in World 5 too. However, it is not from going over the top. Obviously, that was World 7. But it is a pretty good ways into the stage still. I did actually point this one out during the Let's Play. This one's going to be really tough to do. Okay, so you gotta hit that block there to reveal the vine, which you can climb up. To get to World 8. We actually have 2 more warps that can be found in Super Mario Bros. For Super players. And these warps are special. These warps are the kind that are best left hidden, if you know what I mean. This one can be accessed one of 2 ways, either going down this pipe or going over the flagpole at the end of the level. Come on. But when we go through this area, we have a warp zone to World 1. But wait, we're on World 3. Well, there's a hole there if you want to kill yourself. But it does indeed take us back to 1-1. So the last warp in the game is actually in 8-1. And as you might expect of a warp zone in World 8, the final world, this one takes us backwards. I have to get to it though. When we go down this pipe, we end up in a watery area. Hey, this is no problem. We've ended up in watery areas down pipes before, right? Yeah, this watery area is no good. Because at the end of it is a warp zone to World 5. And there is no hole or enemies to kill yourself on. The only way to not take the warp is to just let time run out. But it does take us back to World 5. So, I guess until I come across somebody that also has this game and is willing to record with me, this will be the final episode for Let's Play Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. I'm Blaumagier, and I will see you guys later.